Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, No Other Choice. So this is by director Park Chan-wook. Also did Old Boy, the original, obviously. And Lee Bunyahum. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Looks very familiar. I think he's been in some things that I've seen. But after being fired, a man devises a unique plan to secure a new job by eliminating his competition. So it's Korean, caper, dark comedy, psychological thriller, satire, comedy, crime, drama, thriller. It is 2 hours and 19 minutes long. That's why I've been holding off on watching it. It seems a little bit longer. And you have to read the subtitles, but it's 7.6 on IMDb, 52,642 people rated it so far. So pretty solid. They say this is one of the best movies of last year. So, right, 2025. Yeah, not this year. But anyway, let's see if it's worth the long run time with reading. So stick around. I'll let you know. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of No Other Choice, and as it was rolling, it's based on a novel called The Axe. AX, The Axe, because what happens in this movie, he gets let go from his job, right? So he gets the axe. I like that. I think that was pretty neat that I saw that at the end. And for anybody who works, I guess it's any kind of job now, unless you're union based, I think. I mean, that they kind of reference that here, but they reference, corporate world, right? And the amount of layoffs that are happening and cutting costs and stuff like that, that really hits home for people. Um, I think this movie does. Our main character here gets laid off. He's in a job for 25 years making paper, some sort of manager, and they basically lay him off. He's got his whole family, but he's got his mortgage, he's got his kids, his dogs, all this stuff. And he goes. They start him off like 13 months without a job. Totally get it. Totally relatable. I think to a lot of people, including me, right? But then what he decides to do is realize. At first, I thought, and spoiler alerts, I'm not going to ruin the ending, but I am going to talk more openly about this film, so you know. So if you haven't seen it, you want to be really surprised by it all, check it out. But it starts going down the path. He was unemployed for 13 months, and he's starting to trying to beg for a job. And at first, like I didn't realize what he was doing, but he creates his own business and gets people to send him his resume, right? So he can find out who his competition is for these jobs, and then he's going out and eliminating the competition. So it's a very interesting concept, unique, different, and it shows you like the psyche of a person who goes through all this, puts his whole family at risk, everything like that, because he doesn't have a job. He's going to do anything he can do, anything it takes to be the head of the household, right? That's what this movie's completely about, and how he goes about it. Now, I will say that in the houses, I like the two houses that I saw in this one. Like his house was really cool, and then the other guy, the drinking guy, if you've seen it, that house was pretty awesome too. But and it shows like how other people, like the people he's. That was the one thing I was like the morality of it all. I mean, killing people isn't great, but these other people are in the same boat. They have families and kids, and they're trying to get this job, and and they've been unemployed. They go back and be a shoe salesman. The other guy's just an alcoholic. You know what I mean? And so, that kind of, you want to root for our main character, but then when you look a little bit deeper, maybe you don't. And I'll say this: like the first one, right? The alcoholic guy that he goes and finds, and his wife ends up shooting him, right? And I was like, okay, I thought that would have been an interesting route to go for the rest of it, right? Like it was, he went in with the intention, but his wife cleaned it up, and did that right in a sense. And I was like, okay. So I thought he could have continued to like that. That would have been funny, like the second one. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. He has him on the side of the road. The guy goes to run away. Instead of him shooting him, Roger gets hit by a truck, right? Again, the premeditation is there, but the act is not there. So it kind of, gives him a little bit of an out, in the guilt, and he could have done something similar with the drunk guy. He could have been there and fell, got really drunk and fell. I don't know, make it up. I don't know. Just because they did it with the first one, I'm not sure why they didn't go down that route with the second one, just to ease that, make you root for this character a little bit more. Which I don't think is a great idea either. But I thought I found that interesting. Um, but all in all, it was, and it keeps you engaged. I think part of it is too because you got to read it all, but you see, the impacts of the family, the son, what he's doing, the daughter. How about the way like she writes and reads music? That was pretty awesome, and then the wife, and then the whole family. You know what I mean? Like the wife figuring it all out and being like, okay, which way is she gonna go? So I thought that I like that too. Like the bond of marriage or the bond of family plays a big part in this. And this is I don't know, and it's not just in America. This is obviously in this is a Korean film, so that's what they're depicting here. So it's not just one industry; it's in the paper industry. Oh, one last piece in the fact that we talk about the corporate world. This is very real life stuff because there's so many layoffs going off everywhere and anything, and then the AI. You know what I mean? Like, and that came in a little bit at the end. Like, I'm wondering as they're writing and filming this, and AI becomes more prevalent, like, did they have that vision in the beginning, or it was like, hey, we're writing it. Oh, AI is another piece because now he's running a paper company, or essentially with all AI. Because and that AI had eliminated all the people below him's jobs. I don't know if I said that right, but you know what I mean. So, very relevant, very today, and a unique way to look at it. So, this guy's films are really good, and a little bit longer though a little bit long. But so that's it. That's what I got. Hopefully I was helpful. I'm sure you already checked it out. Let me know what you thought. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.